Oh, I love this. We're going to go across the globe to Sydney, Australia, where Christine joins us. Christine, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Thanks for taking my call, Ken. How are you?
I am living the dream, and I'm so thrilled. Thank you for listening to the show all the way from Australia.
Absolutely. So I use your proximity principle to get my dream job in an industry which I haven't been before, so thank you.
Nice. Way to go.
And my question is, how do I still resign gracefully? The reason is I'm experiencing stress at the moment in my current role, and I haven't yet resigned because I'm waiting for my background checks to clear.
Yeah. So I would wait until your background, and everything comes through from the dream job, and once everything is locked up, signed, whatever that agreement's going to look like, at that point, I would then go to your current leader, and I would just say, hey, good news, bad news. The good news is that, or the bad news is you're leaving. The good news is you're leaving because you're going towards your dream. You're not leaving because you're angry. You're not leaving because whatever. Just be classy. Thank them for the opportunity. Thank them for the time and blah, 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 blah. Be classy. Be humble. And just make it clear. It's not me. I mean, it's not you, it's me. The old breakup line. That's a line we've got in America. It's what every girl has ever said to every dude she's dumped. It's, hey, it's not you, it's me. And, look, they should be happy that you're pursuing your dream. If they're not, yes, that should make you feel better about leaving.
Absolutely. One of my motivations for looking for a new opportunity was because my current environment was toxic and racially insensitive, and that occurs nearly on a day-to-day basis.
Well, see, then don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all.
Okay.
You're leaving a toxic environment. Yeah. You don't owe them anything, but be classy. Okay? That's. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that translates to Australian. I know you speak English, but
it's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, I just became acutely aware of, all the American slang I use. But the point is, do unto others. It's the golden rule, right? Like, how would you want to be treated if you were in their shoes and they're toxic? You're not. But just go in, be a total pro, and don't you feel bad for 2 seconds. This is exciting, and it's time for you to say goodbye. This is the next chapter in the book that you're writing, and I couldn't be more proud of you. I'd love for the audience to hear this. How did you use the proximity principle? I want to know what you actually did, and I'll set it up for everybody real quick, Christine. If you're new to the show, the proximity principle is something I developed on the show and giving advice to callers, and then we wrote a book, and it became a #1 bestseller, and it says this: in order to do what Christine wants to do, fill in the blank, she's got to be around people that are doing it and in places where it is happening. Simple little principle, which basically means the right people plus the right places equals opportunity. So, Christine, I'm just curious, how did you actually go about getting it?
Yeah, it was a tricky one with the pandemic and everyone working remotely. However, I reached out to people in the organization that I wanted to work for, and I started to understand the projects they were working on, and eventually they considered me favorably for an opportunity. And even as I was going throughout my interviews, I used the same network to understand how they would interview. And now that I've gotten past the interview phase to prepare for day one when I officially start, I'm using the same network again to find out how I can prepare before I start as well. So yeah, I feel like I've done it much differently and I feel more peaceful about it.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, Christine, to hear you tell that story. What were the emotions or thoughts like when you realized that you were kind of getting some inside scoop on some stuff? You doing your homework on the front end, got you some meetings, got you prepared for the interview. It really does. It feels a little bit like you may have the answers for the test. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I teach it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what would you say to people?
It's probably.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say I've looked for roles previously and I feel also I know what I'm getting myself into. So I'm definitely grateful that I followed this new guidance and the Dave Ramsey Show principles broadly.
Awesome. Thank you. One last thing I want you to encourage our audience with. What would you say to people who are listening to you right now and they're going, okay, I get that that she says the proximity principle works. I get what she did, but they're still a little fearful, and it feels very anxious and anxiety ridden to kind of just reach out and put yourself out there. What would you say to them?
Yeah, I would say definitely you've got nothing to lose. I was also very fearful at the beginning, and I had to listen to your show every single day before I started my day, and I started to build my confidence. And being in proximity with the people enabled me to realize that they're human, and so am I. And that really helped me also to build my confidence. So it's definitely something that is proven. It works. And for me and for anyone out there, like you always say, you matter, and it's worth it for you to take that chance on you.
Oh, I love it, Christine. You're so amazing. Folks, I hope you listen to what she just said. It really does work, but you have to make it work. You got to work it, and Christine put the work in. Congratulations, Christine. I'm so, so proud of you. Joe, she didn't call to do her dream scream, but she called for another question, and she got in her dream job, and so we're not going to put her on the spot, but we got to cheer because she got her dream job. She's about ready to close the deal. So, Joe, let's hear it for Christine. Yeah, Christine, way to go! All the way over. Well, I should say all the way down under, right? If I'm going to say it properly. Christine, I'm so proud of you. I hope I get to meet you someday. If you ever get over here, come on by the old office here in Nashville. I'd love to come out and give you a high five.
Absolutely. I will come through when we can travel.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait. Oh, that's what it's all about. That's why we do the show.